just like that, we're live. Howdy, folks. Like I mentioned earlier, thanks for your patience. My goodness. We just had the last stream, wrap up, and wanted to make sure that that was all done before I got started. So sorry if y'all joined and then had to rejoin and things were weird, but we got it all sorted and we're here and we're ready to finish up this app, aren't we? We'll see how much we actually finish, but we're gonna for sure try. So back to our handy dandy to-do list. Got in this notebook. We managed to cross out item number 1, which is add a plus button to home, and item number 3, which is add the search bar to task home, and then add a create/edit screen for task details is what we're working on next. I'm tackling all the UI first, mostly because that's what I'm in the mood for. I've been feeling a little sick, so trying to keep it more fun for myself and also for y'all. So that's what we've kind of been working on. Let's plug in my phone here. So the purpose behind this is pretty simple. It's just to have it run on device, on a physical device, and I'll show off what that looks like really quick, and then we'll talk through some of the changes that, like what the app looks like. Take like 5 minutes, and then we'll dive right in. It'll be an exciting last stream. Happy to be here. Thanks for joining me. Let's get it loaded up on my phone. I'm going to show y'all the code real quick. Share my screen. There we go. Sorry, y'all. My mouse pad is acting a little funny. There we go. Cool. Here's the code in question. Howdy, howdy. Sweet. So this is what the app looks like when you load it up. This screen does not work on the simulator due to the sign of Apple and Google permissions. So I'm showing it live here. Y'all can kind of sort of see it, but that's okay. You can sign up with Apple, sign up with Google, and then let's click sign up with Google. It'll redirect to my Google account, and then it takes us to this little screen. That's tasks. And this one I can actually show off on the simulator here. So it takes us to the home view. That's what it's called exactly. And within the home view, we have a couple fun things. First off, we added this functional search bar, which is very cool. Then we added this plus button to add new tasks. And then we haven't really worked on this screen since we last looked at it. But yeah, that's what we've been doing. So that is pretty much it. Very, very fun. Very, very fun. Love to see it. Cool. All right. Let's focus on building out this task edit view here. So we, as we've established, want to do a couple of things. First off, we want to, there's a couple of things we need to save whenever we're saving a task. I pulled out 3 different notebooks while doing these Go Hacky streams, but I'm kind of loving it. I haven't written on paper outside of work, classes in so long. And even then, I tend to use an iPad unless it's an exam, but I'm really enjoying this. So we've got the title and the description. And then finally, the due date. Let me also look at our task view to see what else we have. The status is going to be default pending. And then the time tracker is default 0. Which pretty much just means we need to add a nice little view here that can take in a title, a description, and a due date. So let's try and think of task list, add new task, something like that. All right. I have some ideas that I want to do here. So we'll do a V stack to start, my favorite. Just makes things line up nice and good. And we'll add in text. Let me just make sure y'all can see me. Everything looks good. Sweet. Pull back up the thing we're just looking at. Got text. This is a new task. And then we can have it look kind of like the title here. I just had a nice lunch. It was very lovely. I'm reinvigorated, ready for action. I went to the gym in between my streams, which was very fun. Had a good time, got to relax, take a quick shower. I think it was great. All right, let's go back here. Yeah, I like the new task. And then I want to add in a form. So form's gonna have a couple things. It has the title. It has the due date. It has the description. And then it has like the save button. I also realized something when I stepped away from the stream earlier, that we have the green on like the little icon that we have on the homepage to match, but like, that's alright. So we've got some stuff, new task. That's task edit view. So in the form, we want to get a title. So let's see. So we just get a text field. That is a title. Oh, that needs to add in text. Should we create a new item view model maybe? Yeah, sure, let's do it. File, new file, file, and this is new item view model. So. That is our model, right? Then we have our view models, which is all these. This is a view model, and it's also a view. And this is a model, a view. Yes, yes. Words are hard. Okay, back to business, shall we? So we've got this new item view model, which let me think what we're gonna put in here. Probably, yeah, just a class, or actually a struct probably, called the new view model, and that's an observable object. It's similar to our authentication view model in here. Then we do @published, var title is empty, @published, var description, var description equals empty. And finally, @published var due date is just going to equal to date. Cool. So there's that. Oh, it needs to be a class, I guess. Okay. Then we get away with being struct. Oh, this is also a class, yeah. Okay. Cool. So then we go to the task edit view task. So then we can go ahead and do in here. My throat is killing. we'll do a new state object. Our view model is gonna be a new item view. Cool. And then it's gonna have just here. We're gonna modify it. Okay, let me get some water. Also a little better. View model.title. We'll see what that looks like. Give it some time to think about what I'm doing. Okay. All right, let's get the title. We'll get the description. So that is just viewModel.description. Let me see what it looks like if I type in text that's kind of long. Okay, how do I make the text field multi-line? Let's do that. Multi-line text field. UI, please. Okay, axis horizontal as an initial argument. Description text axis dot. That's it. All right. Text field. I am trying to. Perfect. So that extends on to the next few lines, right? If I just keyboard smash, which there you go. And then for the due date, I want to probably just make something like, nope, not a text field. That's there's a date picker. And that is going to be called due date. And it can have the selection of view model.due date. And then I know that there's a bunch of date picker styles. And then what are the options? Graphical. There's wheel, compact, default, graphical. So let's see what wheel looks like. Okay. What about default? Assuming that's the one we just had. Okay, compact. Okay. And graphical. Oh, I like that one. That one's cute. I do want to modify the colors on this though. And we want to add a submit button of some form. So we'll do a button that has a title. Oh. Save. And second. What do my buttons look like in these ones? Oh, you don't actually have any buttons. You have buttons. Task details. But just it just goes in like with no title. Just this. So save. Task. Something like that. And let's see if it works. But yeah, if y'all have any questions throughout the stream, I had a really fun stream last time. You know, getting to answer tons of questions. So don't be shy. Ask away. I'd love to hear more from you. It would be awesome. Actually, I don't want the button in the form. I want it outside the form. The form can shrink. Because I don't like I need to mess around with the styling of this anyway, so I'm going to shrink this a little bit so I can read more of this code, as well as probably close this and scream a little bit too. Well, hello! Thank you for coming. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. So we got in the for each. I know I did a bunch of stuff to change this. So it is like scroll content backgrounds hidden. Yep. List style is inset. I don't know whether that's a thing that I can change in the form. Okay. I don't like list style inset. I don't think I do. Background is that. See it now. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that. And we have oh, this is cute. Yeah, new task, right? So click on new task right now. It's title, description. You can select a date too. We'll get that. Title, description, due date. And then we get, we'll probably have like a submit button. So, might make sense to build out a new button instead. We've got some stuff on the top here that's not looking so good. I don't love this gap, but I guess we can do button submit, right? And then I want to make a nicer button than that. Okay, button submit. So let me pull up some tools on button styling. So modify button styling Swift UI. Okay, Swift UI button. Yes. Okay, got padding color. Clip shape. So I could just make a structure called blue button. So let's make a new file. Actually, I think I'll just stick to the bottom of this one. Maybe not best practices, but eh. All right, let's see. So I don't love this color specifically. We'll go with the blue that we have up here instead. The red, the green, and the blue. The foreground color is white, and the clip shape is capsule. Actually, it's like, isn't it like dot corner? 2, something like that. Okay. And then I want to say dot button style. Blue button, please. Let's see that. Okay, cool. Okay, I guess we'll use... Okay, that's padding. Oh, no, that's still clip shape capsule. Okay. Alright, I want to add some padding to the top and the bottom, or to leading and the trailing notes. I like the padding around. Dot leading, dot trailing, and that will be like another 4. Good. Yep. And then I would like to center this button in the center of the view. So I wonder what it would be if I put the button outside the form. If I did that. And that goes all the way to the bottom. Does it come up when I type? Oh, I have to test that on my phone. I can do that though. Let's test it on my phone real quick. So pull up the phone, get it loaded up on here, and we'll see whether it works like I think it does, or whether it will be complicated or lies. Alright, sign in with Google, and the app, I'm adding a task. I want to type in a title with the keyboard. The button does come up. Sweet. Okay. This is a test task. Yay. Yay, go me. How fun. Right? Do like do tomorrow, press submit. Oh, pressing the submit button doesn't actually do anything yet. Oh, what are these errors? System gesture timeout. I'm gonna exit out of that. Pretend it didn't happen. Can I add in some padding to the bottom of this? So padding, dot bottom, 20. We'll just not hang out on the very edge of the bottom of the screen. Let's get preview to preview. Cool. That looks fine. Honestly, though, I kind of want a spacer. So, let's do a spacer at the bottom here. That did nothing. It feels like it did almost nothing. Right? Yeah, I just pushed it up a tiny bit. It's totally not what I'm going for, so let's need a spacer then, I guess. I just don't like the amount of space that's in between the start of the form and the like, I get it, it's a scrollable view, so like it has to live in between this space. Right? Like, okay. Maybe it's just worth it to leave it like this. I want to change these accent colors though. Let me check on my phone again. Okay, so because we set the accent colors earlier, they stay like this. And so I think this actually looks pretty solid. So we will go ahead and cross off this task. off our to-do list. But I want to now do the beautiful thing where I actually save this task to the database. That is where stuff gets tough. Let's try that. So Firebase. We'll open up the console here. Open up Taskaroo. And then our database. And then, so save a sub collection into Cloud Firestore. Looked like Stack Overflow was down for a second and I was fucking scared. Okay, well, Stack Overflow is having some issues. Okay, there we go. Okay, so supposedly, according to our favorite friends over at Stack Overflow, here's what we do. Is we write a function somewhere in here. Probably. I mean, I guess I can go in the task edit view. The function that is called add task to user, and it takes in I need a user view model, right? I definitely do. So let's create a new user model. So I need a file, new file. That is a Swift file, and this is going to be the user. Cool. And then task, let's say, is similar to this, identifiable and hashable. So the user's ID is that. This will be user, so users have an ID. Users can have a name, and then users have we'll just do that. We'll just have an ID and a name, something like that. Because then we can also do a profile page or something like that. Hello, thanks for joining. Good to see you here. All right, let's do add task to user. Yes. I want to add task to the user. So within that, I want to pass in a user, which is of type user, and not a supplier, and a task, which is of type task. And then we let the database be Firestore. And then we need to, in here, import Firebase Firestore, please. Okay, it's Firebase also, I think that we need. So grab that. Nope. Not this. Not this. Not this. This. Import Firebase. See that? Firebase. Well, I can just copy it. I don't know why I'm so... No, it is Firestore to Firestore. That's what I thought. Yeah, let the database be firestore.firestore. And then we let the new document reference be the database.collection, which is called, pretty sure my collection, I'm just going to verify this real quick. Our collection is called users. And then dot document, which the document will be user.id, and then dot collection, that is tasks, I guess. Oh, nice. Very fun. I'm happy you're joining. All right. Dot tasks. Dot document. Okay. Okay, so I need to extrapolate the value of user ID. Okay. Collection, tasks, and document. Cool. And then we try new document reference dot set data from task. Then if error is not equal to nil, then we do something. Oh, and then it needs to have error in. Tasks conforms to encodable. Sure. Identifiable, hash, or let's do encodable, identifiable, and hashable. How does it not conform to the protocol encodable? Well, what does it mean to? Guess we'll find out. Oh, okay. So setting the string as encodable should make it encodable, the whole thing. Now if I go to task end view, should work. Okay, cool. Then I want to instead, okay, so this should hypothetically add the task to the user in the Firebase. So let me try this on my phone. So I'll do this. Hop on my phone here. All right, I signed in with Google. And I try to add a task. Let me call it, this is my task. Description, this is still my task. It's due on the 20th, and I'll press submit. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's see if it's submitted to Firebase. You should verify that by taking a look at this. Fortunately, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, because I never called the function the button. On task to user, task is okay. Task will be a task with an task will be a task with an ID of okay. Title of viewModel.title. Description of viewModel.description. A status of .pending. A time tracker of date. And a due date of viewModel.dueDate. And then an int of not convert binding string to string. Right. Okay. Okay. Date.type. So make it empty, sure. Okay. Test name, and then the ID would be I want to how to generate int IDs Swift. So I should just be able to, in the task, write, and in the user also write unique UIDs, right? Okay, you don't hate that. You do. Okay. Can I then do that instead? Okay, cool. All right, now it's going to complain about these. I think I can just get rid of all the instances in which I call the ID of the task itself, right? Cool. Okay, convert UUID to string, please. It needs to be in Swift though. Okay. Cool. All right, let's try that again. Come on, work. Please, please, please. Great, cool. Okay, that works. Let's run it on the phone because that's the most important one anyway. And then we can probably take a break soon. I love breaks. Breaks are great. Cool. All right, sign in with Google, check. I'm in, check. Task, check. This, okay. This is a test task. This is a test task description. And this task is due on the 12th. Submit. Check database. Nice. Fortunately, adding the user multiple times, right? It's adding multiple users. Can't tell. Refresh and see. Yep, it is. Okay. So for context, each user here, I think I'm generating a new user each time with a new unique user ID. And so that's saving in the database all the time, even though that's not what we want. Delete documents. Delete documents. Delete documents. Delete documents. Just all of these. Go ahead and delete. And that should be good. Once I delete all of these documents though. So what I think we need to do, so we've verified and to show y'all what is currently happening, right? If we look at it, oh no, not that. If we look at the database, then I can show y'all. Right, if we look at the database, it's just saved all of the same boxes over and over. I have to delete them. Mostly because we don't have the user created when they log in. Refresh this again. Yep. Delete this document. And then delete this document. And then delete this document. This document. And then delete this document. my little project here. So fun. All right, we've got like 5 left, thank goodness. Delete document. Delete document. Delete document. I guess we could also delete this document. Cool. Something like that, right? So now we're just back to this one, which is great. I think though, instead of maybe generating a user ID, we definitely want to generate a task ID. So we can add our user ID to the Firebase Firestore at this moment, which is great. And then we can add the task to the app and Firebase Firestore. As long as we can grab all the tasks saved to the user ID. Awesome. So let's go ahead at this point, take like a 15-minute break. So we'll be back at 6:10 Eastern. So we back at 6:10 Eastern. And then we will continue working on our fun little project. So 6:10 Eastern, scroll it across the bottom. And on that note, see y'all in about 15-16 minutes. Right? Can I do the math on that? Yeah, looks good. Sweet. See y'all really soon.
And welcome back. Here we are. Wonderful. Let's swap out some new music for a change. Go back to our database, right? So this is our database. So for tasks that we've got left, we've got grab all tasks saved to the user's ID, edit and delete tasks. For editing tasks, it would probably be on this view. You would add in like a pencil. No, not on this view, on this view. You'd add in something like a pencil. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Oops. Let's do that real quickly. But yeah, something like this, right, where you would like have an edit button somewhere around here, or do we even need an edit button? I might scrap that for now. I want to create a user when we first log in. Then we have to, in the authentication view model, pretty much, we just, when the self.state equals sign in, right, we create a user. So potentially, let me see here. Oh, nice. New season, the Great British Bake Show. Or Bake Off. So in the authentication view model, we'd say a user. Potentially it would be like var current user is a user. An empty type user. Name is nothing. Right, something like this. Then within the task, whenever we do the authentication, we'd say user, no, current user dot ID so long story short, I think we have to, whenever you first log in, you have to create some form of so in here, maybe not within the user here. So
what we want to do is whenever we log in for the first time, right, we want to create a user. So, logging in. First time. Create a user. When logging in again, grab user. Grab user, okay. So for Google, what I could do is grab this, like, authenticate user for user with error, right? If I could get a user. So user dot, like, profile dot, I don't know, name, right? Could I? Could I hypothetically also get off result dot credential dot, like, I want to get the user's email, I think, from sign in with, yeah, I think we replace the user here with email. And then I want to get their email when they sign in. So how do I get email from sign in with Apple Swift UI? Okay, so we have, technically, it would be something like auth results.email? No. Okay. So we receive an AS authorization credential. Okay. So it's credential dot email? No. Okay. auth results dot credential. Okay. So it's Apple ID credential dot. Okay. So let email equal to Apple ID credential dot email. Okay, cool. Otherwise, you don't receive the name or the email if it's an older user. Okay. So if let email is Apple credential email, then we then I think we try and save this user to the database. So we have task edit view here. It's email instead of name, sorry. Right? So then we create a new user like this, something like that. So in the authentication view model, I could write another function that's called add new user, right? Then it's just a user, and then UB collections user dot document from user. User conforms to encodable, sure. Codable, identifiable, and hashable, right? Cool. Task edit view, home view, the user. So this would now be in the authentication view model. So we'd say add new user, the user being, well, a user. So you pass in email, which is just the email. Sure. Wait, but then if we don't receive the email in the future, then how do we know who's logging in? So sign in with Apple Swift UI, add to Cloud Firestore. Okay, again, hypothetically, get the managed user. So So I can hypothetically get the user. So I can say, right, the user off.off.user, current user, email, the user.email, right, and then if email and then we attempt to add a record, right? So Cloud Firestore. Then we attempt to add and manage data. What do we have? Like something like DB, right? We already called DB in here. Do we have the database called somewhere in here? No, we don't. Okay, let's grab. We don't. Do we need it in here? I don't think we do. We'll put it in authentication for your model then. Cool. We pop it in here. Let DB be Firestore, right? And spread these out nicely. Users, document, user. This would be like, is there a UID? Cool. So I can have let the UID, the user's UID. So UID, sure, I can unwrap. I guess it can be a string of the UID. No, I mean, it can be a UID, right? Let's set data. Cool. So we can set the data that is effectively like email equals email, and then I want merge to be true. Something like that, right? So this should write the user self, sure. And that, or provide a default value of nothing. Cool. So now hypothetically, if I were to log in to, if I were to authenticate, it should create a new document for me. Let's try that on my phone. Plug it back into the computer. All right, and then let's see here. Everything looks good. Let's try and run it. All right, sign with Google. Cool. Let's check our Firebase database. Okay. Okay, I've got an email. Sweet. Okay, that looks good. Let me try and do that again. See if it generates another user record or not. I'm hoping it doesn't, but I guess we'll find out. So let's open up the app again. Sign with Google again. And no new user record. Awesome. And then let's try and sign in with Apple. Let's see if that generates a new user record. Yes, I want to sign in here. Here's my face. I love Face ID. There we go. Cool. Sign in. Any update there? I don't think so. I think it's just the 2 users. Yeah, sweet. Okay, because they're combined. Awesome. That's perfect. So we have it that you can now, when logging in for the first time, you create a user. And when you're logging in again, you grab the user. Awesome. Cool. Now we grab all the tasks for the user. So that's going to occur in the home view. So we'll have to grab tasks, or we have filtered tasks here, which are tasks which are declared, well, all the way here. So I guess we can cut these and go back to the home view, right? I think now I'll complain that tasks doesn't exist. Yes, correct. So I need to get the data. Read data, get data. Extract data. Okay, so now if I go back, right, we have the user, and then the user will have a sample task, which will be a collection. So I can hypothetically get all documents in a collection if I create for a user a new collection of tasks. Right? So then they have a user ID, right? And my user ID has a collection, which will have, I don't know what I'll call it, tasks, right? And then within tasks, I have a task with a random ID that has a name and a value, right? Test or whatever. And then that, I think, yes, then I have a collection called tasks with documents. So I do need to delete this collection. Tasks. Delete. So maybe when I create a user for the first time, so I also will need to, when I create a user for the first time in the authentication view model, I'll need to set the data. So I'll need to go to the document, users, collection UID, dot collection, tasks. Document, right? Long story short, as long as I create tasks, I can get all the I can get multiple documents from collection. Okay, I can get all documents in a sub-collection. So this is what I want. DB collection, cities, SF landmarks, except it's not cities, SF landmarks, it's my. So it'll be something like this, right? I'm gonna just paste this in here. I know it's not where it goes, but there's that. Ah, hello, welcome back. Cool. We've got, what is your issue? Oh yeah, because tasks don't exist. My apologies. So, Oh yes, no, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. So I want to create a function, right? Something like get all landmarks, or not get all landmarks, get all tasks, right? And so that then does, well, this really. Nope, so like that. And then here. It's DB collections users. That's frustrating. Yeah, no, of course. I'm happy you were able to join, and definitely hope to catch you next time. Let's see. It's a detail view. No, it's an authentication view model. So I think in my auth, I might just need to save var UID. Right, equals to nothing for now. And then UID becomes user.uid. And same with that one up here. Yeah. No, same with the one below. UID becomes user.uid. Cool. Something like this, right? So we've got that, we get that, right? And then we have UID cannot find DB in scope. Okay, that's fine because I'll add a DB. Let's just let DB firestore. And then we have get all tasks. We need to get the appropriate imports, of course. That is just, I believe, Firebase and Firebase Firestore. So I'll copy these over, but remove these two. Right, search text is empty, Firebase Firestore, we get all tasks. This can get control-I'd, so indentation gets fixed. User, then it's let's get I have to get the UID unwrapped. So it's genuinely like UID tasks. So then we also have to create var tasks. Actually, it's var tasks equals to just an empty array, right? Sure, of type task, right? Then we say, okay, we get all tasks. So we say, for each document, we say tasks dot append a new element of type task, right? Which needs a title. Okay, so document dot data is that. So we get the document dot data dot data dot what values, just empty keys count. For document and query snapshots, not documents. So get all values from a document Cloud Firestore. Okay. Okay, so we have the data, right? And it has like the data that's effectively saying, how do I get like the stuff that sits in document.data? Right? It's what I need. So it's document data dot title? No. Because I want to append each one of these documents. Right, so hypothetically, if I launch this app now, I would not be able to see any documents, right? It would just be an empty page, effectively. So now if I added in a fake document, it's a database, I still wouldn't be able to see it. But I would at least be able to get the results of this print statement, I believe. So let me try that. I'll start a collection. It's called tasks, right? And then within this collection, I want an auto document ID, sure, right? And it has a field of name, field of description, field of due date, which is a timestamp, which is of today at this time, right? Then it has a status, which is got its own value, and then it has a time tracker, which by default is just an array that's empty. Right, so we saved that. So now if I were to launch my app on my phone and have the console, the print statements out, open this, then hypothetically I should be able to see the document data and then be able to figure out how to extract it from here. That's what I'm thinking right now. Do not unfortunately have much time, but that's okay. So I think I'm gonna check if there's a stream after me. If not, we can probably go a couple minutes over. Ah, Way's coming to join us. Fun. All right, in that case, I'll make sure to end right on time. But let's see here, sign in with Google, please. Thank you, okay. Oh, because I never call this function anywhere. Ugh, so frustrating. So, like, how do I call a function on view.load in SwiftUI? View.load functions in SwiftUI. Oh, great question. What is this stream about? So within here, we are building a mobile app, and we're building a mobile app, and we are trying to make a effectively very, very fancy task list. dot, and then it's on up here, right? It's, so I want to run the get all tasks function then. Please. Okay, let's try that again. Should be when the whole view appears, we should get all the tasks. So back on the phone. All right, we go ahead and wait, load, in, go in, printed. Great. Name's nothing, description's nothing, due date, name, time tracker, status is nothing. Awesome. Okay. So in fact, this does print. This is document data. So how do I extract document data in Swift UI Cloud Fiberstore? Oh. Got it. Found it. That is a-okay. We welcome everyone who wants to learn something new. So document, field value, so it should just be document.get. Really? That's it? Okay. .get name. Okay, var task name or task title is document.get. Is it really name? I mean, did I really save it as name? Ugh, let me change that. I'm deleting it, adding a new field called title. All right, so document.get title, and then we have task description. It's going to be document.get description. And then we have var task due date. We document.get due date. And then we have var time tracker. Will be document.get time tracker. Description, due date, name, time tracker, and status. And then var status is, well, document get status. Oh, hello. How to see y'all joining? We're almost wrapping up, which is fun. And then we get document.data, right? There's that. So that's document.get. And then we want to create a task. So tasks.append a new element or a task, which takes in all of this stuff. So this is task title as string. As string. Yeah. This should convert. This should also be as a string. This will be as a timestamp. This will be as an array. This will be as a string as well. Array of strings, right? Pretty sure. Cool. So then we get task title. Okay. That's okay. We are writing a project. We're making a mobile app. String task description, or no. Description is task description. Status is status dot. Yeah, it will be dot. Okay. So then we'll do if status equals pending, then status object will be dot pending. So if status is completed, and the status object we become dot completed. Then else if status equals to blocked, then the status object becomes dot blocked. Finally, else if status equals archived, then the status object becomes dot archived. Cool. So status is a status object. Can I just set it to be type status? And then finally do else status object. All right, we're running out of time. Is dot pending. Okay, cool. Time tracker is just. Okay, how do I convert timestamps to date objects? Let's do that real quick. Convert timestamp to date. Swift. Okay, and then we let our final due date is the due date, or it's the exactly what it needs is date of times interval since 1970 of due date. Cool. So this is then with not convert value of time stamp to expect argument of type timestamp Google the date Swift UI. Convert date to timestamp iOS. Okay. I think unfortunately I'm gonna have to comment this out and then try and do it at a later time, as sad as that makes me. However, that being said, go ahead and just comment this out really quickly. And then, of course, also comment this. Something along these lines, great. We'll push this up and then we will end it right here. So let me just give my ending speech while I'm getting everything together. Thank you all very, very much for joining me for this Global Hack Week. As I'm sure you know, or you might not know, I've done quite a pretty large number of streams this week, and it was very fun. So I look forward to completing this stream in the future, or completing all of these fun little apps in the future. And when I do, I will keep you all updated. On that note, if you did not manage to check in, don't forget to check in. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link really quickly in the chat. And then, in addition to that, if you have not yet seen the GitHub repository for this project, I'll stop the run of the project. Yes, close all of this. If you have not yet seen the GitHub repository for this project, you can go ahead and find that on my GitHub page right down here. And on that note, I'm going to stay. Oh, I've had it running as back as existent at 6:10 EST for like an hour. Well, on that note, thank you all very, very much for coming. I really appreciate all of you wonderful people being here. Thank you for making this a very fun and very insightful Global Hack Week. And I will see you all in the new year for Global Hack Week Beginners. All right. Good note to end off on. Once again, thank you very, very much for joining. And I will see you all, well, in some time in the new year. How exciting. Bye, everyone.